with that game done, unfortunately, Arsenal obviously won their game, which was a bit annoying. But it means we need to get a result against Liverpool, don't we, Becky? And one of those games you're thinking to yourself, it's at Anfield, and you're like, oh, lovely. But with Tottenham, we seem to struggle against the teams we should be beating, but do really well against the teams that we don't win. So have you got a little bit of hope there that we might go and get a result?
I've always got hope. Sometimes it's blind hope. But one of our best games this season, I thought, was the Liverpool game. And we played a different formation as well. If he's not going to play that formation, there's going to, like I said before, there's going to be needs to be some luck. I'm going to that game. I'm just, as someone, we don't often have a lot of luck against Liverpool, but we don't get hammered. We don't have matches where we get hammered. So I'm quietly confident. It's like we just said, can we string 2 strong performances to get again back to back? And then if we can, anything's possible. They didn't roll Everton over and they didn't roll Newcastle over, but those 2 teams played quite defensive first half. And then, as Liverpool can, they made the changes and it went from there. So, so the longer we can keep them out, I think us scoring first is vital. And then, we go from there. But it's a shame because, 6 weeks ago we were saying this was a free game and it didn't matter what happened at Liverpool. But it's not now. Even though it's still in our hands, we probably do need to get something from Liverpool, as difficult as that may be.
It is, like you said, it's so frustrating to think, like you said, not a throwaway game, but it was a game that if we couldn't get a result, it wouldn't really matter. But now it's come around the corner and it's like, actually, we need to get something here. I just want to pull Anthony's super chat up. Thank you again, Anthony, for this super chat. Spot on about Dyer's stability is good balance from Romero's dynamic start, except those one-touch passes. And I think that is kind of true. Like, we've spoken about Dyer in the sense that he's come up, but again, if he keeps doing the right things, it's perfect. If he does something silly, it's not so great. But thank you again, Anthony. Going back, obviously, to this preview against Liverpool, and we've kind of said it something needs to come out of it. But like we said, and like you've said, Becky, they were close games against Everton. And obviously, Everton had a lot to fight for, but so have we. And obviously, Liverpool are trying to push for the league. So I don't think, Darragh, it's going to be one of those games that's going to be as wide open as some people think.
Yeah, no, I can't see it being a massively high-scoring affair, let's say. But I do think we definitely stand a huge chance. I think their style will actually suit us to play against. They play a really, really high line. We know that. Kane is fond of those really, really, like I could definitely see Kane dropping deeper than he has been in the previous games, spraying those balls over the top to Sonny. I definitely think we'll score. I'm going out on a limb there and saying I definitely think we'll score. And I think if we do score, that'll really shake their boots, But yeah, Liverpool haven't been rolling over teams. There's a lot riding on the line for them as well. They're going for quadruple, which probably, like, obviously I don't think that'll happen. But they're still going for 4 trophies. There's a lot of pressure on them, and eventually they have to fall at some stage. I don't think they're gonna win every single game from now to the end of the season. So hopefully it's us that they were the banana peel for them. But yeah, we have been really, really unfortunate against Liverpool in the past. I mean, you only have to go on Twitter or YouTube to see some of the decisions and the misses and stuff. It's just been outrageous. So we are due some luck in this game. Hopefully that comes on Saturday. But it's a scary enough prospect because look, they're either the best or the second best team in the world at the moment. So look, it's always going to be a difficult game and a tense enough atmosphere. But look, if we go out and we show what we did in the second half against Leicester and we've shown in games against the likes of West Ham, against City, against Liverpool at Christmas, every chance we can get a result, not only a draw but a win. But yeah, look, we'll see what Tottenham turns up.
And it is interesting you say that because it does seem to happen. If the Tottenham that, not say can't be bothered, but if the Tottenham turn up that are going to get rolled over, you know exactly how it's going to go. But I think it was Graham Robertson a few weeks ago, he said, or Mickey Hazard, I can't remember, but they were saying how these type of games are the games that players want to get up for, Karl. So with that in mind, it's not your Brighton, it's not Brentford, say, it's Liverpool. So with that in mind, do you think with that mentality, Tottenham will turn up against Liverpool away from home?
Do you know what I think the biggest thing that will help us? Liverpool won't change their style of play to play us. So a lot of teams adapt the way they're going to play us and come pack out, change their tactics. Liverpool are not going to do that. They're going to come and they're going to attack us. They're going to play their high line. They're not going to be scared of us. They're going to be more concentrating on what damage they can do to us. That is brilliant for us because Kane will be allowed to do what Kane does. Son can do what Son does. And, you know, I think if we get the first goal, I think it's a bit like the City game. The confidence comes, the chances all come. No one gave us a prayer in that City game, but look at the performance that came. And again, I think that's because that was a team that were not going to adapt and try and adapt to the way we play and stop what we do. They're more worried about what they're doing. And that's great for us because, you know, we can do what we do and we do that well. This title race has got to be blown open at some point. Someone's going to drop a point that then suddenly, you know, is the big story. Why can't we be the ones that go to Anfield, create that story? And what a momentum swing that would be, because this is the game that Arsenal are looking at to kind of go, once Spurs lose that, that's it, we're in. If we go and win that game, it will be like when they beat Chelsea. It just kind of puts that element of doubt in your mind and can swing momentum. So I'm not that unconfident about this game purely because I think they won't change to try and stop what we do well. And I could see us getting something out of that game, even if it's only a point. A point is a win to me, to be honest, if we get a point out of that game.
Especially this far on in the season, like you say, getting anything from Anfield, I think will be class. And like we keep saying, obviously Arsenal play after us, so that means the pressure's on them again. Now I'm going to do the great old thing, which is obviously a score prediction. So Becky, I'll come to you. I don't want you to jinx it or anything, but what's your kind of, after everything we've spoken about, what's your kind of thoughts?
Okay, 2-2, but hopefully better. But I'll say 2-2.
I like that. I would play it safe as well, to be fair. I don't want to jinx it either way. Darren, what's your kind of thoughts? What are you going for?
I am going to say we win at 2-1.
Oh, I like it. I like it. And Karl, what are you thinking as well?
Yeah, 2-1 was what I was going to go for. I think, you know, we score first, they'll level it, but then we'll nick it late on in the game.
I love that positivity. I hope we're right because, like I said, it'll be class to be able to go there, get a couple of points off them, if not all 3 points, and then put the fear of Christ up Arsenal. Because I don't want to talk about them too much, but obviously there's lots of talk saying, it's going to be down to North London derby. But if you look at their fixtures and the fact they've got Leeds that are fighting relegation, you've got Newcastle that high flying at the moment. I don't think they've got an easy run as they make out it to be. Yes,
Everton dying for points as well, Hollie. So yeah, they haven't got easy fixtures.
Right, and like you said, it was a mad result against Chelsea, and obviously West Ham was annoying. But when you're playing a team that are fighting for something that means they stay in the Prem, I think it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, the key difference is West Ham and Chelsea, you know, and Man United are a mess as well, is that you don't know what's going to happen, whereas Leeds, Everton, Newcastle are fighting for their own points. They're doing it for themselves. I just think West Ham and Chelsea, there's different agendas there, and they're not, you know, the true representation of what the fixtures should have been, whereas Leeds, Everton and Newcastle, you know, they want it for their own fans, they want it for their own position, you know, pride, all of that. So there will be different fixtures. I think Arsenal might draw some of them, which will help. So that if it does come down to the North London derby, it's down to goal difference as well, which is why it was a shame we conceded yesterday. But yeah, considering where we were with our goal difference and it was negative for so long, that run of games really helped our goal difference. So yeah, as long as we don't get hammered at Liverpool, that, you know, another thing we need to think about, which is possibly why he brought Sanchez on in the Brentford game. I don't know, but you know, the goal difference is an element of it if we don't win.
Like I say, I don't think I can ever understand that Sanchez decision to bring him on. I don't think we'll ever know. But like you said, obviously Liverpool will be difficult, but I can't see it being a complete whitewash. I think there will be elements of us getting in the game, and we could take all 3 points.